Look at this interesting cave.
No way!
Except it's got evil villagers in it, so we have to build bases right away.
Somehow I wasn't prepared for this, so I'm not gonna have a very good base. How come you have so many expensive blocks? It's like you've been preparing for this moment.
I love the base I got.
Whoa!
No monster can get into it. And if anything, I can take them all out with my many weapons.
Oh! I think I got a pretty good base too, and it's very cozy.
Looks like the villagers are launching an attack. Mikey, I wish you luck. Mikey, there's some strange noises coming from that cave.
What?
Why are villagers in there? Well, look, they've all become monsters, and that's too bad. We need to build bases so we can be safe.
Hopefully we'll have enough time to get it all done, because there's no telling how long before they start attacking us. And by the way, I'm pretty low on blocks, so my base is going to be very weak and cheap.
I have a lot of good blocks, though,
Whoa!
so don't worry. If they attack you, I'll help you fend them off.
Yeah.
The most important thing is that we have something to defend ourselves.
JJ, how are you able to build such a cool base so quickly? I'm speechless. You'll definitely be safe now. I'm not so sure about me, though. I got it too bad and too cheap after all.
Indeed, it is very dangerous to be at your place during an attack, but I think you'll be lucky to make it. And if you do, just run to me.
Yeah.
They can't get through there.
I take it you're gonna go set up your base now? You've got so many rooms up there, so I wouldn't be surprised if it takes you a long time. I'll just wait for the villagers to attack.
You're right. I'll have a lot of work to do, but I think I'll be able to get things set up quickly. And then all I'll have to do is fight the monster villagers. All right, starting with the sink here in the center. It'll be easy to reach from anywhere in the room. I'll add a table on the left side of the sink and another one on the right for symmetry. That should balance things out nicely. Now, let's get a big bathtub in the corner. It's going to be the main feature of this bathroom.
Yeah. Make sure you don't forget about the shelves next to the sink. You'll need them for all those fancy soaps and towels you like to collect.
Good point. I'll add the shelves right next to the sink, and on the left side, a tall cabinet for extra towels and supplies.
Maybe you should add a big storage cabinet near the free wall too.
Great idea, Mikey. Well, that's it. The bathroom's done, which means we can do a prank for Mikey. I think he's gonna be really bored without it. Mikey, I have a surprise for you.
What?
Just stay out of the blast radius.
JJ, why are you doing this? I have a very weak base already, and you're trying to make it worse. Of course, you've got a big, strong base, but that doesn't mean you can mock me.
Don't worry about it. I think you've got enough blocks to rebuild everything I destroyed.
Hey!
And you can just bury yourself in the ground. I've got to go set up the next room. All right. First big bookshelf goes in this corner. It's going to hold a ton of books. I'll place another bookshelf in the corner right next to it. That should start filling out the space. Now, across the room, I'm adding a third bookshelf in the opposite corner. This is really shaping up to be a proper library.
Whoa! Don't forget to balance things out with the last bookshelf in that final corner. You don't want one side looking too empty.
Exactly! Last one going up now. Between these first two shelves, I'll place a narrow table. That's it. One more room to go. And I think I'm getting it done a lot faster than I planned. So we can give Mikey another prank. I really enjoyed destroying his base. And there's nothing he can do to me. And we should do a medical center. I don't know why I need one though, because I'll be fine. But I don't know if the villagers are gonna hurt Mikey. All right, let's start by placing 2 beds along this wall. Each bed gets its own nightstand, and I'll add a small table by each one for extra space. Now, between the beds, I'm going to set up 2 large cabinets. They'll hold all the supplies we need. And right in the middle, I'll place a small table with a defibrillator on top.
Wow!
On the table, I'll also add some medicine, paper, and medical tools. That should make it easy to reach in case of emergencies.
Sounds like a good setup. What about the other side of the room?
I've got it covered. 2 tables by the opposite wall, one bigger for a laptop, and the smaller one for more meds. Over here, I'll place a bookshelf to keep things organized. Now let's add screens around the beds for privacy, and that's it.
way!
The room is ready for any situation.
And how do you have so many medical devices? You knew for sure we'd have to build a base. Or maybe you're the one who brought in an army of monster villagers.
Oh, no!
That would be the worst news of all.
Well, that's it. I'm done with the medical center, too. So now I can go check on Mikey. And something tells me he's gonna have a really tough time of it.
No
because
way!
it's starting to rain blood. There's gonna be an attack.
JJ, right now I could really use your help.
Whoa.
Because all the villagers have decided to attack my base. They probably realize they don't stand a chance against you. And I can't handle a crowd like that.
Looks like I really need some help. Except I don't have a gun yet. So I'm gonna have to make a quick job of the armory, and then I'll be back. In the meantime, just run from it.
What?
I don't think the villagers will ever catch up to you.
I never thought I'd be running in circles from a crowd of villagers. But now they're very strong and scary, so I can't exactly fight them with my hands. And I'm asking you, do it a little faster.
Yes.
Because if I get tired, I'm finished.
Mikey, I'm doing this as fast as I can.
Seriously?
And don't worry, because I'm almost done. I'm just gonna take the guns apart and put them on the table. And then I'm gonna take the strongest one and I'm gonna hunt down the villagers.
All right. Thank you for helping me out, though, because I can't survive without you. And by the way, they're a lot faster than you think.
Oh, this is
So you
bad,
better
this is
keep your
bad.
distance from it.
Now the room's almost ready. All we have to do is add some blocks.
Yes.
Mikey's waiting for me in there, though, so I'll just have to save that for later.
JJ, I can't fight them off anymore. There are too many villagers here.
Whoa.
So it would be nice if you could show up here right now and take out the enemy.
Like you asked, I'm here, which means there's nothing left of them now.
Yeah.
I took a lot of weapons, so they're gonna get hurt. And I think I can wipe them all out quickly and go set up the rooms.
That's it, villagers. You're finished. You shouldn't have attacked me, because my friend has a very cool base and a lot of weapons. And by the way, do you think that's all the villagers in the cave?
No, I think there's more to it than that.
No.
So we'll have to be well prepared for the next attack. And I take it your base can't protect you at all. So it might be a good idea to set some traps.
And you're right. Traps would be a great idea.
Yes.
That way, some of the monsters won't even be able to reach me. And thank you so much for helping. I thought you were just gonna try to destroy me again.
It seems to me that you could start with an electric fence. I think that's a great trap for them. And to make sure they can get into it, you'd have to set up a lot of fans. And then they'll be finished.
Where do you get so many fans from? I'd rather not ask, though. The important thing is that you have them. And by the way, maybe you can put spikes on it, too.
Booyah.
They always work well against monsters.
Okay, then I'll put them up too. And now our bases seem much more secure, although I'm doing just fine, so it'll be more of a benefit to you.
By the way, I think you need to do a checkpoint.
Whoa.
It will be much easier to control everyone who comes to your base. Although you've got so many guns, you don't have to be afraid.
Yes.
But just to be safe.
You're right, I could use a checkpoint. And since it's a very small space, it's already set up, which means I can go back to my base to continue setting up.
Whoa.
I still have a lot of rooms left. So, which room should I set up next? I think we should do the living room. Mikey's not gonna last long in his base, and I'm gonna have to let him in. That's where he's gonna relax. Let's start with this big red couch right in the center. Perfect for lounging. I'll add a small book table right beside it for some extra style.
Yes.
Now, across from the couch, we'll put up a huge TV. Can't have a living room without a good entertainment setup, right? To the right of the couch, I'll place 2 red chairs, and behind them, I'll add these elegant floor clocks
Booyah.
for a classic touch.
That clock's a nice touch.
What the-
Really brings the room together.
Exactly. In the corner by the clock, I'll set up a large bookshelf.
Whoa.
Let's add a rocking chair by the desk, hang some shelves for more books, and finish it off with a few plants. And next in line for me is the kitchen.
Yes.
It's a very important room because there you can prepare meals and get a little bit of a break from everything that goes on at home. Let's start with this long table in the corner, perfect for family meals. I'll add 3 white chairs around it. Looks neat already. Now, in this diagonal corner, I'll place 2 cabinets with a sink between them right in the middle. Plenty of space to wash up after cooking. On the left, I'll add a couple more cabinets for extra storage, and then next to them, the refrigerator. That'll keep everything close for easy access.
Smart setup. Everything's right where you need it. Makes the kitchen flow better.
Exactly. Next, let's put the stove to the left of the fridge, with a cabinet on each side for convenience. Above it, we'll mount a hood, and I'll line the wall with more cabinet.
What the?
Now, near the sink, I'll add this bar counter with 3 stools, perfect for quick snacks. And finally, let's place a toaster near the stove. That should finish off this kitchen just right.
Yep.
Okay, now I have to make sure I do the bedroom. Because I'm realizing I'm really tired already. And when it's done, I just want to come in, lie on the bed, and get a good night's sleep. So let's start making things happen around here.
What?
I want this place to be very cozy, so I'll only put things I like here.
Yes.
I want it to have a big closet and a nightstand where I can hide my things. The only problem is that I don't have a good bed yet. But that's okay. I'll just have to look in the other drawers. I probably just messed up and put the bed in the wrong place.
Whoa.
I definitely had it.
I can't believe you don't have a bed. I already have one in my room. So my base isn't as bad as I thought.
I wonder how Mikey's doing. It's been a while, so a new crowd of monster villagers might have attacked him. But I didn't hear any screams, so I guess he's okay. We're good to go.
JJ, aren't you done yet? I'm already so bored with my base that I've started to improve it a bit. I feel like if I make a big wall around the base, it will give me more security.
I don't believe that.
Hey!
I think I can have a gym, because I always need to keep in shape.
Booyah!
And I have a barbell here to work my pecs. I also have a treadmill. But I won't forget the entertainment. That is why there will be a billiard and table soccer. The only problem is that I don't have anyone to play it with yet. Well, maybe Mikey will come to me.
Yes!
JJ, I think I hear strange noises coming from the cave. And that can only mean one thing. The attack is about to begin. And could you help me out this time? Because if you don't, they're gonna eat me.
No!
Don't worry, of course I'll help you. But for now, I have to set up the cellar.
Seriously?
I'm planning on spending a lot of time in this base. And for that, I'm gonna need a lot of food supplies. And this is where I'm gonna store it.
Oh?
I can only hope it's all enough. Although if it's just me living here, I'll have enough food for a whole year. And I'll be able to eat without denying myself anything. I think I have the perfect base. For fun, I decided to make a scene, but I don't have any musical instruments, so I decided to make a stage for fun. But Mikey said he could bring whatever he had, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah!
Don't worry, we're gonna have the coolest scene in the world. And I'm even ready to perform on it. So just wait. I'll come to you soon with my instruments.
Yes!
The most important thing is that I don't get attacked by any monster villagers in the meantime. Well, here I am, which means we can set up the musical instruments now. And by the way, it's so warm in here, even though it's a big room. Every house I've ever been in is very cold.
All because I have heat. And look at all the different tools we have. There's even a piano. So if we want to do a concert, we'll have to invite more musicians.
I'm already imagining how cool that would be. And I dibs on the drums. I don't really know how to play drums, but they look really cool. And why do we need two pianos? I thought one was enough to make it sound nice.
Trust me, the more different tools we use, the better it will be.
Yeah.
Because the sound will be more beautiful that way. And by the way, we could use some seating for the guests. Although I don't know who to invite yet.
I guess we can think about that later.
Yes.
And by the way, that's a very nice rug you picked out.
So let's do an auditorium, shall we? I think we can make it as simple as possible. I don't really want to do anything big here, though. So we'll just have rows of seats.
You're right. You can keep it very simple. Because we can't be sure we're gonna stay on our bases, can we? And there's a chance that too many monster villagers will come.
Oh.
Then even you would have to run away from here.
No, I'm not just gonna run out of here.
What?
And if there's too many enemies, I'll still fight them. I have a tank, so I think I can win inside
Really?
it. And look, I think I'm almost there.
To be honest, I didn't realize you had a tank. How'd you even bring it here? Well, come on. Look at the beautiful concert hall we got here. And by the way, this is your last room. So can we rest now?
You're right. This is where I end up setting up my base.
Yep,
And to live in peace, I want to destroy all the monster villagers in that cave. I think I have the strength and the weapons. Well, that's it. Now I'm wearing state-of-the-art weapons and armor. So it's time to deal with all the monsters that live here. And what about Mikey's base? Oh my God, they attacked him. But why didn't he call for help? Mikey, you okay in there? Just hang in there.
Booyah.
Because help is here. And I just need a couple minutes to take them all out. And then I'll help you fix your base. The most important thing is that they don't destroy you.
Phew!
JJ, I don't think you can save me. Because there's too many of them. They
What the-
specifically chose a moment when you were busy to attack me. That's why I couldn't do anything.
Well, there's not that many, and I have a high-velocity rifle, so they disappear pretty fast.
Boom, boom, boom.
I thought they'd have more health, by the way, but in the end, it's just the same villagers. I don't think there are any more of them left in the cave, because I've wiped out too many villagers all right. And by the way, Mikey, can you hear me? Answer me. It looks like he's passed out, and that's too bad. I have to help him. Mikey, come to your senses. This is not a good time to sleep,
no!
because the scary villagers are still coming here. Although I don't think I'm gonna have a problem fighting them off, but we have to get to my base. To stop them for good, we just have to collapse this cave.
Booyah!
And I have just the block that can help me do that. Okay, it's done. Now we have to wake up the Mikeys and get to my base of operations. Mikey, where are you? Wake up right now.
No.
I collapsed the cave, but I'm not sure it'll last. So now we need to get to my base as fast as we can. And we're gonna live there, just the two of us.
You said we'd be staying at your base?
What the-
That's just great. Well, let's hurry up. I got hit on the head pretty hard. That's probably why I blacked out. But it's okay. I think it'll pass.
I'll also give you a gun just in case, because my base is pretty big and we won't always be around, so if anything happens, you can shoot them.